Hello ratbags, it's Jade. Welcome to a special Conan Exiles video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to fast travel all around the Conan Exiles map. You are probably finding it a bit hard getting around. It's not going to be easy. This is only for when you get to a certain higher level that basically you can go to the Unnamed City and unlock the ability to fast travel. I'm going to show you how to unlock the map room. Hopefully this up-to-date guide is going to give you everything you need to know so you can stop running through the desert and actually start fast travelling all across the world. So thanks for the likes, the subs and the views guys, it's been smashing it lately. Don't forget to like this video if you find it useful and let me show you how to unlock the map room. So the map room is situated in the Unnamed City. If you come over to this section, this side here, this is the easiest and quickest way to get in. Head to F6 and then make your way over to E6. This is exactly the entrance you want to be aiming for. It's pretty bog standard all along this way, it isn't too much bother, but as soon as you get into the Unnamed City, of course you're going to be fighting skeletons as well as lots of dragons. You will need a few other things as well. The corruption in the Unnamed City is absolutely huge, so make sure you've got some dancer thralls with you, or maybe the cleansing potion. Now I call it a potion, but it's actually a brew. You can see there it says cleanse corruption by watching entertainer, but that also does the same job. So keep heading up the slaves pathway or the slaves road until you see this opening here. Now I'm cheating at the moment, I am pretty much doing god mode, but I do want to show you. Keep running up to the dawn gate as you see there, and go ahead and start running through all these enemies. Now you can see there's quite a few, you're going to have to be really careful. Just keep following the path round. And what you're looking for is a great big square with a purple obelisk in it, or pink obelisk. In fact, you can come up to the sand dunes here and avoid that staircase where there's more skeletons. And as long as you've got enough ability to climb, you should see it just at the bottom here. There we go. Now, like I said, you can go down the stairwells and the paths, but just look how many enemies are floating around. So maybe not the wisest ideas. There's some scouts down there too and a chest. But what we want is that and the entrance that way. Jump down. And just keep running across. Now they are how you fast travel. Every time you use the map, that is where you're going to spawn at different points across the map. You can't spawn just anywhere you like. It is only set points. Now I'm going to put cloak on, but you can see how many skeletons are down here and the corruption is really getting high now. So like I said, my best bet is to really come over the edge, or maybe even go along further and drop down. So that's one way to go if you want to get the XP and you basically want to fight a bunch of monsters. But what if you really want to be super cheaty and get into the map room and unlock it quick and easy? Then come to this location right here. It's still in the Unnamed City, but it's a bit further north. Right on the line pretty much, off D and E just north, you'll find these tiny little small ruins. Inside there is a drop that will take you to the cartographer. Now be careful that you don't actually die when dropping down. And be prepared to take a little bit of fall damage as it's still quite high as you drop in. But this is another way that you can come and access this area. Now it will eventually boot you off, but you can see you can get on this lip here, and then it's just a case of falling down a little bit gracefully. It all just depends on what level you are and if you can survive that fall. It might be worth risking it and putting at least a bedroll above you. Keep going in and we're going to start trying to find the archivist. Keep going down the stairwells. And you can see a great big massive map room. Now here there is no corruption, I'm guessing, so it's got time to actually talk to the right dude. Now if you get here and the archivist isn't here, which is basically a ghostly serpent man, he will actually teach you how to unlock or craft the map room. You might just need to log off and log back in. As you can see, it's worked. Logging out and logging back in will get you the archivist. If you're playing on online servers and for whatever reason it's not appearing, you can just wait around and supposedly after 5 minutes he will appear. So go up to him and just talk to him and he'll teach you the map room.
Have you come to seek a way
And that's it, we've got the cartographer feat unlocked. So let's go and escape outwards. You can see how much corruption I'm gaining and health and stamina I'm losing because I haven't actually got my cheats on at the moment. So probably a good idea to have another drink. And you can see it says I'm losing corruption and it will replenish my health as well. So go outside and now you've got to find each of these actuation points. Go up to one and then simply press the square button and you attune it to your bracelet on your arm. Once you're back at your map room, you'll now be able to travel to that point. Each one of these little sections here is relevant to whatever obelisk is right in front of you and it will pop up on the map. Now, the only bad thing is, of course, it's one way only. I'm going to teleport to the one we just unlocked once again. And here you go, you can see we're here now. So, it only does a one-way trip, but it is really quick and useful if you have really been progressing in Conan Exiles and you just want to get somewhere. I'm here at the dregs at D4, which is another location for one of the obelisks. I'm going to tune it again just to show one more time. This is on top of the entrance to the dungeon at the dregs. You can see there the campment. And if you complete the dregs, you'll actually come down the hill down this way and you should find it nice and easy. Now it doesn't really tell you exactly what one you're looking at every time you use the bracelet, so you have got to kind of get used to where things are on the map. But if I go over to this one, you can see I'm going to teleport to the dregs once more because I just unlocked it. And here we are again at the dregs once more. When you look in the feat section, it will be under cosmetics or decorations and you'll see it says level 62. Don't worry about that, you can be any level to actually use it. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to make that actual map room. First one I'm going to show you is pretty much on top of this huge massive hill on the jungle section here. Head to M6. This is the Dagon's Eye. Now it's pretty hard to get to because it's on top of one of the cliffs and there's so many around it can get a bit confusing. Pretty much you want to be heading north of the city if you're doing this way, and you're basically looking to get to the top here. You can see the ruins. There is a pathway that winds all the way round, or simply try and climb up the cliffs. Right round the front of the ruins is the actual Dagon's Eye obelisk, and there you go, I've attuned that one too. The next one is the staging area. This is real north of the map. You can see it's all the way situated here. It's not going to be easy to get to. There's plenty of spiders all around these jungle locations and locusts. And there we go, tuned that one. And just an FYI for people that really want the coordinates, it's K8 all the way in the north. You can see the stage, you can see the obelisk is on this big huge ruin block here. So you know exactly where it is. Next up we've got the sinkhole, which is pretty much straight in the middle of the desert. And the obelisk is right on the edge of the big drop. Now this next one is just south of the Shattered Springs. You may need a sandstone mask if you're going through this area. But otherwise you can see there's a great big stairwell leading onto a platform. And there is the obelisk that we want. I am going to show you exactly where this is on the map as well. We'll zoom right in. It's just on the border, 7 and 8, just a little bit above 7. And it's in the grid C. There. Next up we've got the Black Keep stone. Now, this is all the way in the north. That's the marker for the ruins of Zulun, and this is the exact location of the obelisk. Head to 11F. And just looking around you to give you a heads up, there is a big path that comes all the way up here. The other one is situated at the Temple of Frost. Just a little bit further outside the entrance. You should come past it if you're going towards this dungeon. And here is the stone for this one. I'll show you exactly on the map. It looks like it's 13E. Right on the corner or the edge there. Now the one in the volcano is a little bit hard to find. It gets so easy to get lost around here. But look for these two statues that are sort of marking this road. On the path of the Penitent. If we zoom right in, you can see you can get through it through different ways. But it's basically 13G. If you're coming up through the pathway this way, you'll notice to the right this great big structure, and inside it is the next obelisk. Now I have already shown off where the dregs is. It is on top of the dungeon at the entrance, so I'm not going to show it again. But the last one is the Mounds of the Dead. You'll see it amongst the water onside this tiny little island on its own. And that is the last one that I have attuned. The exact location is 11B, and you can see exactly what island it's on just here. So that's all the locations, but how do you actually make a map room? Now to make the map room you don't need any other tables or crafting benches. It will be in your inventory as long as you've unlocked the feat. And you can see there it needs 200 corrupted stone, 35 iron reinforcement, 75 alchemical base and 50 crystal. You are going to need a fireball cauldron though to craft some of the stones up. You can see there it needs 2 regular stone, ichor and demon blood. So it's not easy. That means you're going to need 400 pieces of stone, 200 ichor and 200 demon blood, and that's just to make one map room. On top of that you will still need the alchemical base as well, which is going to require 150 silver dust, 75 gold dust and 150 ichor. That's just to make 75 alchemical base. The iron reinforcements and the crystal shouldn't be too much bother. You can just go and harvest the crystal in the desert areas or find one of the caves. Make sure you go and check out my resource guide on where to find some of these resources. I've also done one on how to get lots of ichor. You can pick up your map rooms anytime you want, so don't worry about wasting it if you suddenly place it somewhere you don't want it to be. And you can just simply place it down again wherever you want. You should see now that all of these are now attuned, and I should be able to teleport wherever I want. You can make multiple map rooms, so you can pretty much travel everywhere back and forth as long as you've got the resources and you've got special or safe secure locations to put them in. You obviously keep all your items, your armour and any thralls that are in your inventory when you fast travel as well. So there we go, that is the complete guide to the map room and how to teleport across Conan Exiles. I hope you found this useful. Don't forget to like if you have. If you want to come and talk and learn more about Conan Exiles, come and join my Discord and go and check out all my other guides and tutorials for PS4 exclusively. Until next time, ratbags, laters.